What's up, you guys? Hero276 here, and we're in landscape for the first time thanks to my brand new YouTube intro. I hope you guys enjoy it. I personally do, but leave a comment letting me know what you guys think. But anyways, as you can see, shiny 93% Giratina, fully maxed out. I'm personally very happy. But yeah, shiny Giratina, now maxed. It's got Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball. I cannot wait to put that thing on my Ghost type team for raids. Moving right along into the battles, we had a very spicy team for you today. We have SCALD Poliwrath with also Mudshot and Dynamic Punch. We have Smackdown Crustle with X-Scissor and Rock Slide. And we also have Grovyle with Bullet Seed, Leaf Blade, and Aerial Ace. So we're picking up a pretty interesting lead up against a Beedrill. I'd say it's positive, assuming they don't drill run us. But it's mostly positive because X-Scissor and Fell Stinger are resisted. And we can deliver neutral damage with Mudshots and Scalds, which is really nice. They're going straight for Fell Stinger, but as you can see, Scald just applies so much pressure. And that did a lot of damage, as you just saw earlier. And it actually gets to the point where they need to shield. So we preserve the health on the Poliwrath and snipe with our Crustle once Smackdown takes it out. And there's a Charmer. Our team doesn't really like Charmers that much. As you can see, Poliwrath takes super effective. And the other two Pokemon take neutral. But as you can see, Smackdowns are putting in work. And we cannot get to a move on the Crustle, so we have to come in with Grovyle right here. We sneak a Bullet Seed through, which is nice, so all we really need to do is shield and get to a Leaf Blade. We shield up the Ice Beam, so that's nice. So we get to a Leaf Blade. At this point, 2 more Bullet Seeds, or 6 more turns, will get us to another Leaf Blade. And they have a Lotad in the back, so I'm actually going to go Aerial Ace right here because Leaf Blade is neutral. So I go for the Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace is a fairly weak move, so it doesn't really do a whole lot of damage. We get to another Leaf Blade, so that's going to be taking it out. And that should do it. So good game, game 1. Let's jump right into game 2. I apologize, these are not complete sets. My screen recorder stopped working mid-recording during one of my sets, so I'm actually just compiling sets. Let me know if you like this format better. Anyways, we pick up a terrific lead up against Obstagoon, which is really nice. We sneak an extra Mudshot through, which is also nice. That means we can throw the Dynamic Punch literally right away. But I decided to farm up a little bit more and then throw the Dynamic Punch, and we successfully deny a counter, which is pretty good. And Dynamic Punch OHKOs Obstagoon. They bring in a Hypno, and this is the beautiful thing about having Scald, is just the damage here is pretty nice. Like, that is easily, and an attack debuff, that did like 40%, I'd say. And, you know, now we have Crustle here. Bug typing really helps against Psychic. A lot of people, like myself, tend to forget it, but Bug is actually super effective against Psychic. So I'm going to commit to the full Smackdown right here. So I'm shielding up whatever move this is. All the punches are neutral on Crustle. And we're able to smack down. And what comes in? Oh, it's a Charmer. Okay, so we're going to throw the X-Scissor right here. At this point, I think we're able to get off another Rock Slide onto it. Yeah, we do. So we successfully get the shield with our bait, and Rock Slide lands. Oh my gosh. This player's using all the shields wrong. But Charm does hurt Grovyle a little bit. The thing about Grovyle, it hits hard and gets to these Leaf Blades really quick. So this first one's going to get the shield, and the second one, they sneak a Charm through, but it doesn't really matter because they're going to die to this Leaf Blade right here. So that is a good second game right there. Let's jump right into game 3. By the way, big announcement, I'm now available on Spotify. My album, which I'm sure you've been hearing the songs, if you really want to check them out and buy my album, look no further than Discord. Anyways, we picked up an awful lead against the Pidgeot, so we bring in the Crustle, and we're met with the Drapion, which still isn't bad because the Poison Stings are resisted, so we can let an Aqua Tail go through, no problem. We're going to go for a Rock Slide right here. This is going to do neutral damage. And a lot at that. They're unable to Poison Sting down, so they're going to have to throw again, and I'm actually going to shield here because I kind of want to just farm down and throw a Rock Slide on the Pidgeot when it comes back in. Are we able to? Oh, a Mud Boy comes in. So Whiscash comes in, which I didn't expect. X-Scissors going to chunk a little bit. Alright, and now we could just bring in Grovyle, which is pretty nice. And those Bullet Seeds. That's a Bullet Seed. And now I get it's doing double super effective damage, but Bullet Seed is awful for damage. And Pidgeot comes in, so we're going to have to come in with the Poliwrath because at least it deals neutral damage. So, we let the Feather Dance go through. This is looking like a GG. Flyers are hard to deal with for this team. Luckily, I didn't run into a whole lot of them, which I guess is a good thing. Not a whole lot of people are running things with flying type moves. If they are, it's usually like, you know, Crustle can usually handle it. But yeah, flying's tricky. Flying's very tricky. So we have to shield the Feather Dance, and there's basically no hope for this Grovyle. Attack fell, so this Aerial Ace will pretty much do nothing, and we just get gusted down, which is unfortunate. But hey, shows you this team is not perfect. I will absolutely be including losses just to showcase that. But if you want to give these teams a try, yeah, this is a relatively inexpensive team. Anyways, so the game stutters a little bit, and eventually we find out that we pick a lead up against Galarian Slowbro. Now, if it's confusion, this is a bad lead. But either way, we still outpace them to the Scald, which does a lot of damage. And because it's Poison Jab, it's actually dealing neutral instead of super effective. So all we have to do is just shield once, and then we can just Mud Shot all the way down, and they're not going to be able to get to another move. Definitely helps that they lagged a little bit there too. So then Flygon comes in, and I'm actually going to fish for the debuff a little bit because I'm not sure if they're running Dragon Tail or Mud Shot. Turns out they're running Mud Shot just like we are. So I'm instead going to go for the Dynamic Punch since they shielded. And that lands and does big damage. So they get to a Dragon Claw right here, and I'm at this point perfectly content in letting the Poliwrath go down. Poliwrath put in a lot of work. So we're going to come in with the Grovyle and look to Bullet Seed all the way down. I'm not going to shield this Dragon Claw because they are running Mud Shot, and I know that Mud Shots tickle. So what's in back? It's a Greninja. This is basically Easy City right here. Leaf Blade number 1 gets the shield, and Leaf Blade number 2 is just so satisfying. Just look. Just watch. Boom. One shot by a Leaf Blade. Greninja, you are so tanky. So tanky. You can absolutely live that Leaf Blade. Holy crap, Greninja. Alright, anyways. Game, I don't even know what number this is. Alright, anyways, let's see what lead we have. Machamp. Alright, I guess it's not bad. It's better than seeing it on the Crustle. So, we actually sneak an extra Mud Shot through, which is nice. Cross Chop is going to do a considerable amount of damage. They actually do a nice catch on their Meganium. I'm guessing they think that they caught a Scald, but they actually caught a Dynamic Punch instead, which does a little bit under half. So we're just going to come in with the Grovyle and tank a Frenzy Plant. Not a whole lot of people know that Grovyle also runs Aerial Ace, so I'm just going to go for an Aerial Ace after farming up a little bit more energy. Aerial Ace is going to come through now, and it's going to KO the Meganium. So that happened, and then Machamp comes back in, and the Leaf Blade gets the shield, which is nice. We're going to come back in with the Poliwrath, probably shield up whatever move this is, because we do not want to see Machamp lined up with Crustle. So we're going to go for the Scald right here and fish for the attack debuff, because it's all we can hope for. And the opponent actually lets the Scald go through, and we have a Crustle lined up for this Dugong right here, which is very nice. And the Smackdowns actually take Dugong down to about half health. So I shield up this move, and it's a Water Pulse. And yeah, this Dugong is hopeless. That's going to be a good game, very well played to my opponent. Very nice. Good win. So yeah, I think that's it for the regular battles. As you can see, it did say we went 5-5, and you might be thinking, Oh my god, Harrow, you're such a fake. You clearly lost one of those. Calm down. These battles are out of order. I placed the one in the middle where I lost because I had a bonus battle I wanted to show you. So yeah, I did actually go 5 and 5 in that set, but yeah, these videos are all jumbled. This next video is from that set, and I did win it. I just wanted to include it as the bonus battle because I figured I'd show at least one L just to let you know that, you know, this team isn't without its weaknesses. But I wanted to end the video on a high note here. So, Poliwrath into Galarian Mr. Rhyme. Oh my gosh. Okay, but they're running Confusion, so it's actually a very terrible lead for me. So, I had to swap into the Crustle, which is going to be delivering super effective with these Smackdowns right here. And they actually swap into Zweilous right here. And here's the cool thing about Zweilous. It's also a Dark type, and I'm also a Bug type. So, I can throw X-Scissors here for super effective damage. Now, I know this right here is way too quick to be a Dark Pulse, so I can just let the Body Slam go through. It will not KO. We lag, forcing me to undertap, and now I can throw another X-Scissor. If they let this go, I flip Switch, and I do. Mr. Rhyme comes back in, we get a Smackdown off, and now it's about at a third health remaining. I come in with the Grovyle because despite being weak to Ice, I do have to technically come in with it because I do not want to take Confusion damage on my Poliwrath, but I actually decided to swap it in, so what the hell do I know? Anyways, in the back is a Charmer. We are able to Mudshot down the Mr. Rhyme, and Wigglytuff is going to eat a Scald. And I'm really looking for the attack debuff right here, so it's going to eat another Scald. And Poliwrath on 1 HP gets off 2 Scalds, which is really good for me. And now we have to trust in our Grovyle to KO with these Leaf Blades. Here comes the first one. This should be getting the last shield. And this last one should be doing some big damage, but I'm not quite sure if it KOs from this range. Does it? It does. Okay, so that's good. GG. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed.